in the middle of a peaceful British neighborhood. There was a house where the walls didn't just talk. They screamed. For 20 years, people walked past it without knowing that beneath the floorboards, beneath the garden, and beneath the smiles of the couple who lived there, lay a collection of secrets so horrifying that the government eventually destroyed the entire house, just to erase the memory of what happened inside. This is the true story of the couple who turned their home into a human graveyard. They say some houses feel alive, but 25 Cromwell Street felt something else. It felt hungry. Neighbors reported cold chills when walking past it, lights flickering at odd hours, and sounds at night they convinced themselves were nothing. Nobody knew the house wasn't haunted by ghosts. It was haunted by the living. Fred West was a man with a smile that never reached his eyes, a man who had darkness stitched into his childhood. But when he met Rose, it was like two shadows finally merging. She didn't soften him. She sharpened him. And together, they became a storm of cruelty. Young girls walked into their home and were never seen again. Sometimes screams echoed through the walls, but Fred would say, "It's just our children playing." And people believed him. Because monsters don't always have fangs. Sometimes they have friendly smiles and a clean front porch in the basement. Fred built a room. No windows, no escape. Only darkness, and the sound of a lock clicking shut. That room saw things no human eye should ever witness. Victims begged, cried, prayed, but the house swallowed their voices, just like it swallowed their bodies. Heather West. 16 years old. Bright, innocent. And then, gone. Fred told the world she ran away. But the soil in the garden knew the truth. Right under the family barbecue spot, her silence slept beneath the grass. For years, the horror stayed buried, until one child couldn't carry the truth anymore. Their trembling voice reached the police, and the digging began. First came the smell, then fabric, then bones, and suddenly, Cromwell Street wasn't just a house, it was a cemetery. Fred was arrested, and that cold smile finally cracked. Rose pretended to be shocked, but the evidence spoke louder than she did. Fred chose to end his life in prison. Rose refused to confess. And now, she spends every day in a cell that feels too bright for someone who lives so comfortably in the dark. The house was demolished in 1996. The government said no family should ever live there again, but some believe the land still remembers. Some workers said they heard whispers when the walls came down, as if the house itself was relieved to finally rest. We fear forests, abandoned buildings, and dark roads, but sometimes the real horror stands quietly on a normal street, with curtains neatly folded, flowers by the window, and monsters living inside. Evil doesn't always hide in the dark. Sometimes it lives right next door. Tell me in the comments, what scared you the most in this story? Your answer will help decide the next horror story I reveal.